Let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're taking a hard look at something you might just write off as a minor HR headache, the daily employee commute. But we're going to reframe it into what it actually is, a critical vulnerability for your entire enterprise. Look, if you're a CIO, CTO, or operations leader, optimizing supply chains and software, that's just your day-to-day. But there is a massive operational blind spot that's actively draining your company's productivity, literally before your workforce even clocks in. Let's explore why intelligent workforce transportation technology isn't just nice to have, it's an absolute strategic imperative.
To get there, we'll quickly cover our agenda today. We'll start with the global commuting crisis, dive into the hidden business costs, break down the ETMS solution, look at the employee experience, and finally, tie it all back to corporate ROI.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the global commuting crisis.
So, check out this data. Drivers globally are spending an average of 9% of their travel time completely at a standstill, crawling at just 14.4 kilometers per hour. Think about that for a second. For an enterprise, this is a severe daily disruption to your human supply chain. Way before the actual workday even begins, your team's cognitive reserves are just being entirely depleted by gridlock. You're driving up fatigue and slashing focus before they even open their laptops.
And this friction scales right across your international footprint. Whether you're looking at a 26.1-minute one-way commute in the US, or folks in India losing a massive 7% of their entire day just getting to work, it's a universal problem for distributed global workforces. Plus, with some European regulations now actually mandating compensation for commute time, well, the financial and operational liability here is absolutely undeniable.
Which brings us to Section 2, the hidden business costs.
Now, if you're a CHRO, this next metric should set off some major alarm bells. According to a Clutch survey, 49% of the talent pool dictates their employment based on geographical proximity. Nearly half. When that's the case, relying on traditional manual transportation management completely fails you. If your offices don't have highly optimized accessibility, you are instantly walling your company off from top-tier engineers and managers.
And it gets worse when we look at retention. This Robert Half survey shows that nearly a quarter of workers actually left their jobs because of a bad commute, almost 25%. Think about the hit to your EBITDA right there. The astronomical costs of recruiting, onboarding, and training are just vanishing into thin air simply because of a failure to modernize employee mobility. It's wild.
So you get this cascading chain reaction of operational impacts. You've got missed workdays due to health issues, major struggles hiring top talent, high attrition, spikes in error rates from sheer mental fatigue, and a huge drop in overall productivity. All of that adds up to a highly measurable, very real revenue loss. Relying on outdated spreadsheet-driven operations and manual route planning, it's administratively heavy and, frankly, totally insufficient to fix this.
So what's the fix? Let's move to Section 3, what exactly is an ETMS? An Employee Transport Management System, or ETMS, fundamentally shifts mobility from being this massive burden on your employees to a managed AI-powered ecosystem. It's essentially a comprehensive software architecture that gives CTOs and operations leaders complete real-time visibility. You are replacing all that manual chaos with an automated, highly secure infrastructure.
To give you an idea of the core architecture, it works like this. Route navigation uses dynamic, real-time GPS tracking for your whole fleet. Then you have notification alerts, giving you instant automated governance over unscheduled halts or unsafe driving. Fuel monitoring brings in predictive analytics so you can actually track sustainability trends. And finally, a mobile app gives your workforce a smooth, consumer-grade experience for checking trip progress and handling in-cab attendance.
Let's see how that changes the day-to-day in Section 4, transforming the employee experience.
Beyond just productivity, we really have to talk about a critical safety imperative. Look at this staggering reality. Around 2 out of 3 women and girls face sexual harassment on public transit. For organizations relying on shift-based workforces like ITS, BPOs, or 24/7 healthcare, this is an immense liability. Forcing your employees to just navigate the transit void on their own is a huge barrier to workforce participation and genuine inclusion.
An ETMS directly engineers safety and compliance right into the commute. Real-time fleet tracking means you have total visibility. If there's an unscheduled halt, it immediately triggers automatic safety alerts to a central command. And for those night shift schedules, you can seamlessly integrate and track provided escort guards. This is exactly how modern platforms build deep, genuinely secure workplace cultures.
Okay, let's tie it all together for the boardroom in Section 5, delivering corporate ROI.
Think about your traditional retention tactics, like leasing incredibly expensive downtown parking spots or handing out high commuting bonuses. These are just escalating your operational costs with zero long-term return. A modern ETMS flips the script. It uses cost-effective shared mobility that minimizes those massive expenses. Plus, it paves the way for connected fleet operations and electric vehicle integration, which drastically shrinks your carbon footprint right alongside your facility costs.
Ultimately, the business ROI is a slam dunk. We're talking about a massive boost in office productivity, a magnetic pull for retaining your most talented employees, immediate and significant cost savings over those outdated perks, and a much better workplace environment that actually drives loyalty. It transforms mobility from a localized daily headache into a centralized strategic operational asset.
So, as decision makers, here's the real question you need to ask yourselves. Will you allow the daily commute to remain a critical business liability, or will you leverage an ETMS to transform it into a strategic operational advantage? The data is crystal clear here. Ad hoc, manual commuting exhausts your talent and leaks revenue. By deploying an AI-driven employee transport management system, you're locking in operational efficiency, unmatched safety, and a vastly superior employee experience. It is time to make mobility a true strategic advantage.